Why'd you answer? It's not would you call me, it's why did you call me? Oh no, I want sequential play on! Wait, come back! No, it was just a prank! Thank you. Okay. I anticipated this. Did I change categories correctly? Are we good? We're good. We're good. We're good. Karma. I know it was. If I make fun of anybody ever, I get karma instantly. I should know better. That's the real reason why I'm nice. Too nice, even. Octavanel dorm. Jade's room. Also, look at all of his shoes lined up. That's so cool. Mine's on a vertical one. If you do not have yourself a shoe cubby, you should. Very cool. And it keeps them out of the way. Nice and neat. Oh. Oh my god, Harry. What? Oh my god, it's a dumpster bunny, y'all. What? Huh? Why didn't I tell you? Huh? What was I supposed to tell you? To make sure you have your funny shoes put away? But you got 420. I know! We have the funny number! I forgot to tell you after all. That's right. Yeah. It was kind of really low-key the other day. Yeah. We met our follower goal and we are at the funny number. Congratulations, everyone. Yay! Look what we did. Look at us now. I've decided when we make it to 500, we're gonna have to do something super special. Also, if we actually make it to 1K, I will not know how to act and I will probably spontaneously combust. Just so you know. I will leave my mom and plushie to you, Dumpster Bunny, should I spontaneously combust. Alright? Remember that. And everything else goes to my cat. Alright, I think I'm all packed. Hey Jade, are you ready yet? I want to get going. Someone's impatient. Look, we ain't been back there since our last holiday. It's exciting, okay? Huh? Wait. Is this the event with their mama? Jade, Floyd, good morning to you. And good morning to you. Morning, Azul. This is some real nice weather, huh? Gotta be a good sign. Is it? Is it a good sign? You're in a rather high spirits today. I like how he thinks it's suspicious. Floyd and I have both been looking forward to this ever since our trip to the Sunshine Lands was finalized 6 months ago. They have prepared. Please, you're lying through your teeth. Okay, maybe they didn't. Yeah, Floyd, at least, had completely forgotten about his said sojourn until I brought it up yesterday. What I'm curious about is why you're visiting the Sunshine Lands at this time of year. I could understand your excitement if you were going home to the Coral Sea for a visit, but this is something else entirely. It's Mama J. It's Mama J. Floyd. It's Mama Leech. It's time. It's time for Mama Leech. I've always wanted to meet her. She is such an icon. Her mother asked us to go. What time of year is it now that he says it? Time of year? Oh, no. Oh, your mother? That takes me back. It's been quite some time since he saw her last. Would you like to join us for the trip? I think not. Is it February or something to them? Because it's romance. Or like spring. Every time your mother sees me, she plies me with endless amounts of snacks, no matter how many times I try to decline. She asks strange questions, bursts out laughing out of nowhere, stares at me blankly without saying a word, tells my mother a blend of truth and lies, has tea with my grandmother, and engages in entirely unnecessary small talk. Anyway, the point is, she's difficult to deal with, and I'd prefer not to accompany you, given the choice. What? Come on! This is Mama Leech. She's an icon. And she sounds like a perfect mix between Jade and Floyd. You could tell who they take after, right? Probably. I believe all that is simply her trying to be kind in her own way. But I suppose there's no changing your mind. Our preparations are all finished. Now all that's left is to pass through the mirror. We'll be back soon, Azul. Floyd, shall we be off to the mirror chamber? Oh. Floyd! Excuse me? Nah, I'm out. Pardon? What are you gonna tell your mama? And the time Azul spent yammering on and decided I ain't in the mood anymore. I was gonna say, they spent too long yapping. For Floyd, anyway. Oh, dear. I decided I ain't in the mood anymore. I'm gonna sleep in my dorm room today. There it is. Another classical Floyd mood swing. You were so excited for this mere minutes ago. But that is so relatable. Like, I go, I haven't seen some of my family members in so long. It'd be nice to see them this holiday. And then I'll hear another family member talking about how another one is. They're like, oh yeah, so-and-so's doing this and that and this and that. And they're expecting this, this, and this. Wow, I haven't seen them in so long. Actually, it hasn't been long enough. I'll try again next year. Goodbye. So relatable. I get it. Look, I get it. It's like, am I really in the mood to put up with that? Am I? I need to get out my pent-up you fanaticism. I can't wait to hear who they'll cast for Yuka and Yuta. Yeah, right? I do feel bad for the current you, though. You can. Because they're probably, you know, more than likely they're getting replaced for season 2 and 3 and 4. We'll see. I am curious how they're gonna run that, though. We have to make sure we always keep the VAs for any of the U's in our hearts at all times. Because they're the reason that season 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so on has come out to begin with. Well, not like the reason, but you know. They're still part of the fandom, even though they're gone. Well, so it goes. I anticipated this might happen. And I am prepared to make the trip by myself. Don't be so quick to play along! A solo trip hardly seems fun, though. Azul, your company would be. I'm not going. And that's final. Please stop trying to rope me into something so unpleasant. Hi, rejection, it stings. What's the big deal about going, Azul? Chances like this don't come along every day. Then perhaps you should go after all. I told ya, I ain't in the mood anymore. It's sad to see you two competing over who doesn't go. No. Not like this. I'd prefer to find someone actually interested in joining me. Me! Choose me! I want to go. But who else could I convince to depart on such short notice? Perhaps someone with too much, sufficient free time on their hands. I can point you in the right direction. Uh-oh. Was he plotting? Was he scheming? Yukin will always be in my heart even after we start season 2. Same here. I already seen so many people talk about, yeah, I guess it does make sense, MC as a guy in all boys school, and I'm just... Oh. For those of us who know... Oh, we know. I can't wait for others to see it. It's gonna be interesting to see their reactions or how they take it. I wonder if they're going to actually announce the new VA for the other U beforehand, or if they're gonna wait until the season actually airs. You know, like with the season? Because maybe they want to keep that a little hush. I'm not too certain. But it would be an interesting route. Why does Grimm's head look a little bald? Grimm, why does your head look bald? Man, hanging out in Ramshackle was boring, but going on this walk is even more boring. I want to do something fun. I'm with you there. We ain't got nothing to do in school except homework, and more homework. If only we could go somewhere else and have some real fun. Even he isn't immune to the flow of time. Grimm's aging. He's losing his fur. I think there used to be like a little fur piece right there, right? Like on top of his little head? Or were his ears in front of his head before? That's what it is, isn't it? I think his ears are behind his head. I think they used to be in front. I don't know. There's something bald looking. Is he bald? Let me pull up my Grimm photo. Here, I'll add it in here so we can all look at it together. Look, am I crazy? But it's too late now. I can't unsee it. I can't tell if there's something missing or not. Aw, Twisted Wonderland, come here. Why do you look bald? No? What? Ah, whoops. There we go. But like... Why does he look bald? And why am I only now noticing this? Grim, are you bald? Not the hair transplant. Oh no. Grim's bald. He's just... Maybe the anime spoiled us? I don't know. I don't know what it is. Uh-oh. Wait, why did all three of you come to recruit me? Well, found us a little shrimpy and Sealy with nothing better going on. If you want people with ample time on their hands, look no further. Hey! Oh, just because you're right does not mean you are right. How could you? Interesting. They certainly seem worthy reaching out to. I was gonna tell Azul to enjoy his time by himself, but I don't think he does get time by himself, especially not now, with Floyd staying. The Hand of Fate. Good morning, Grimm, Airy. Oh, hey, Jade. I can sense the Hand of Fate behind our coincidental meeting. Would you care to join me at a wedding? Huh? A wedding? Wait, you're getting married? Grimm? No, it isn't my wedding. Should have figured. So, who's the happy couple? Friends of yours?
No, they are complete and total strangers.
Huh. Why are you going to a wedding for people you don't even know?
An acquaintance of my mother's is the one holding it. Tomorrow in Sunshine Lands, Floyd and I are supposed to head out there today to assist with the pre-wedding ceremony. But sadly, Floyd can no longer make it due to unavoidable circumstances.
You mean his personality and his, endlessness of always just getting bored and no longer feeling like doing things? Is that what you mean, unavoidable circumstances?
Which has left me terribly anxious about going by myself. Dear me, what a conundrum. Now, there's no one I could turn to for help, aside from you two kindly souls. Would you be willing to join me on a trip to the Sunshine Lands? To be fair, if he's paying for the trip or something, if we had to stay somewhere, if it's a free place we get to stay. Weddings have free food.
It's a perfect place to feed Grim. Let's go.
Tell him about the free food. He'll join.
Why should I go to some total stranger's wedding? Pass. Sounds boring.
Me if he asked. Well, good luck next. Good luck with that.
Yeah, that sounds tough, buddy.
Good luck. I actually don't mind weddings. For all the weddings I went to, I kind of just sat there dissociated, and then, you know, the unification happened, and then free food. Not bad. Just go into, like, the middle or, like, the back, sit, and then dissociate.
I've never been to one. I've been to a few family friends, and I think one relative. No, wait, 2 relatives.
I just don't really count one because it was super weird.
It was weird, putting it mildly.
There will be a lavish party after the wedding with free food. Say the word.
Yeah, a party. Will there be food?
Of course. Seafood, meat, cake, fruit, and of course a plethora of famous delicacies from around the region. And you'll be able to enjoy plenty of sightseeing in the Sunshine Lands when you're not helping with the ceremony.
Now you're talking. Sign me up for that.
You're done too, right?
I do like free food.
I also like food that I don't have to pay for Graham the Endless Bottomless Pit. I'd love to go. I have a lot of practice of dissociating during weddings. I'm good to go. Thank you kindly. Now I'm even more excited. I mean, less anxious about assisting.
We'd better get back to Ramshackle, Erie. There's a lot of stuff we gotta pack.
It's settled. Please meet me in the mirror chamber in an hour.
Yeah, he didn't tell us how soon.
He didn't tell us we had to leave, like, now.
Yeah, I forgot to announce on Discord. Oh? What are you announcing? You cooked again after a million years?
Well, to be fair, I haven't really, truly cooked in a while.
Well, actually, no, I take that back.
How long has it been?
August, September, October, November, December. Yeah, I really cooked in July. Everything else is just like pre-made meals or frozen meal. Look, I don't have the time.
Today, though, I did make myself a little soup thing. You know, I had the pre-made noodles, so I don't make my own noodles. I know, horrendous, blasphemy even. But I had some noodles, got a little brothlies, and then all the spiciness. I was growing some ghost peppies, and then I dried them, and I, crushed them up into like a little powder or flakies, and then I put them in the soup. Pretty good. I made mashed potatoes, carne asada, and threw together a salad. Ooh, look, listen. Sometimes salads hit hard. They really do. An hour? That ain't nowhere near enough time to get ready. If all your stuff is in the right places of where it should be at all times, you'll be perfectly fine. We need the pair of shoes we're wearing, an extra pair of shoes, maybe 2 extra pairs of shoes actually. We need a formal and probably like a open-toe sandal or a slip-in sandal or something. So we'll be wearing on our feeties the general shoe, right? And then you have to have the formal attire, the outfit. And then the everyday wear, at least 3. It depends on how long this adventure is. Then you want to bring makeup if you need it, bandages, ouchie medicine. You always got to be prepared. And probably some snacks. Yeah, Tupperware. You're completely correct. No, you're right. We need Tupperware, Ziploc baggies, some foil if we need to foil something up in case it doesn't fit in a funny Tupperware. Right? We're good. We got it. I also really like that Klingon wrap. You know, that like a clear wrapping that sticks to itself. That's like my favorite thing. We're good. That was my first time making it without a recipe and just remembering from what my mother told me and how she made it. Yeah, it's very rare for me to cook from recipes unless it's like something new. Because a lot of other things I just kind of know. You know, as long as you know what meat should look like when it's cooked, or how much you want it to be cooked if it's a steak, you just cook that and watch it, right? Then flavor it as be. Same for noodles. Like, I like al dente the most for my noodles, so I don't like them overly done. And a lot of times you just let them sit in the boiled water for the correct level you want. What's you be doing? My mother just doesn't do recipes, so I'm slowly picking it up from her. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of the same for my family, to a certain degree. Oh, I see. How unfortunate. In that case, we better call our agreement off. No free food, I guess. Rest in peace. Hey, Ari, let's head back now and get packing already. Oh, how reassuring. I feel so much better now that I don't have to go alone. I'll see you soon then. Grim. I have to be the one to inherit her skills. See, I originally thought that too. But other family members have made it their goal and have actually followed through with doing so. I learned how to make desserts from my grandmama. I did not learn regular food. I can do dessert. All of them. Including our family traditional pizzelles as well. 1 hour later. Thank you for reminding me. Actually, I need to make sure I have things to make my traditional cookies. I don't think I have flour. Do I even have vanilla extract? Do I even have anise? I don't know. Oh, Malleus and Riddle. Hello, you guys are coming too? Hello? Rook? Yeah? What's with the crowd? Greetings, trickster Monsieur Pelich. I do not know what you're calling him. I'm so sorry, Rug. Peluche? I don't speak French. Were you invited here by Jade as well? Wait, he asked you guys too? Hey, Jade, you said there wasn't anyone else you could turn to for help besides us. I was greatly relieved to find an unexpected number of individuals at school with an excess of time on their hands. Alright, we know that's a lie for Riddle, though. You probably just guilt-tripped him into joining, because that guy is always busy. I still remember this one time where she was making a dish for a church party, and she was afraid no one would like it. Hers was the first to be finished completely. Aww. See, the best thing is to not go too exotic, and sometimes even like light foods are better at certain parties. I do be doing. And excess? You interrupted my very busy schedule to plead with me to go. See, that's what I'm saying. I didn't think Riddle had extra time. You kept moping in front of me about how the ceremony will be ruined because attendance is too low to meet rule requirements. Floyd is out, not Floyd, but Jade is out here hustling for everybody and anybody he can get to go. Jade is so fake AF. But, if you genuinely did not want to go, you would not go. He's just good at appealing to their better, not so better judgment. Until I grudgingly relented and agreed to go. You're down one person because of Floyd, so you make up for it with 5 others? I fail to see how that math adds up. Well, maybe Floyd can do 5 worth of people work. I don't know. He invited me claiming the wedding would be more classy for my presence. To be fair, Malleus actually got invited somewhere. He's going to accept. He's going to accept. Hey, Malleus, I'm going to invite you to this thing. I have no idea who they are, when it starts, where to go, etc., etc. But you're invited. Oh, I'm invited? That's exactly what it is. The math ain't mathin', right? I do be doing. If he's reached out into this many people, it's gotta be like a lie, too, right? Go and get him, Horton! Get back at Jade for tricking you. Go get him, Horton. I don't think he cares. Yeah, I don't think he cares. No, I shall do no such thing. Because it's not like he actually told us he only needed like a certain number of people, right? He just said you're invited. If you would like to go. I don't want to go alone. So he never technically lied. Except to Riddle. Except he most certainly lied to Riddle. Yeah. For sure. Riddle's the only one he lied to. It's truly rare that I'm invited to weddings. I was touched. Regardless of his reasons, I cannot let this opportunity pass me by. I am absolutely attending. I could feel Malleus's determination. When Jade approached me, he said there was to be a delightful wedding, but its head count was far too low. That's interesting. Okay, but he said that to 2 people now. He claimed the soon-to-be newlyweds were feeling so very sad and lonely because of that, and he pleaded with me to attend. I agreed without hesitation. After all, what could be more fulfilling than being of service on such a lovely occasion? So he adjusted his angle with each of us. Yeah, he did. You do be doing. Oh, thank you all so much. I ventured all over school, reaching out to everyone I found. but you're the only ones who accepted my invitation. I am deeply grateful for your generosity and completely open schedules.
But, Riddle. I get the feeling we're the butt of this joke.
To be fair, we don't have dorm responsibilities like everybody else. Right? Like Riddle has a lot to do. And if he didn't have a lot to do, he would make himself have a lot to do anyway. Just would. Oh, not at all. I feel so much better having all of you come with me. I was afraid that if I weren't alone, the forever float would never be a success.
Huh? Have you guys heard of the Forever Float?
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that. Everybody else seems to. I can hardly blame you. It's a social event that's relatively unknown on land. To put it
What? The what word?
Succintly.
Succintly. What does that say?
Succinctly.
Succinctly?
Huh, that's a big word for Elmo.
To put it succinctly, it's a test of love.
Now I'm even more confused.
That jump scared me. Yeah, that was pretty loud. I have to say, that was pretty loud. Allow me to explain in more detail.
That's a big word for Elmo. But it is a big word for Elmo. This Elmo can't big word.
The Forever Float is based on legends about moray eels. Really? Like in particular, moray eels.
That's what I'm saying. Moray eels have legends? Huh.
I almost fell asleep before Miss Succinctly scared me awake. I still can't say that word. Don't worry, I'm also unreasonably EP today too. Yeah. Realistically, we're gonna finish this part of book 1. And then we're going bye-bye.
For some reason, today is an EP day.
Yes, the Sea Witch was always accompanied by 2 such creatures. And tales about them live on to this day in the Coral Sea. One of the more popular anecdotes is about the time the morays tested the love of a mermaid who fell in love with someone of another species. You didn't say humans in particular, huh?
Interesting.
The Sea Witch was a virtuous individual who offered consultations to merfolk dealing with personal woes. One day, she bestowed legs upon a mermaid who had fallen in love with the prince of the land above. When that mermaid later went on a date with the prince and boarded a rowboat, the Sea Witch's morays were quick to act. Legend has it they worked together to rock the boat and overturn it. As a result of their deed, the mermaid and her beloved's bond grew deeper. Or so they say.
That's not the intention behind them overturning the boat, but sure. Yeah, we'll go with that.
How would rocking a boat bring people closer? They didn't drown together. Perhaps it could have been due to the suspension bridge effect. Going through a somewhat thrilling experience can make one feel love that much more strongly.
That is true.
A lot of people do that.
Yay, Aries going to sleep at 12 a.m. instead of 4 a.m.? Wrong. We'll probably make it at 3 a.m. At best.
That sounds weird. You'll understand when you're older, Grim. You'll understand when you're older, maybe. Maybe. That tale gave rise to a customary ceremony held before weddings, the Forever Float. So, it's a ceremony related to one of the Great Seven's attendants. How fascinating. Indeed, the ceremony's name is as romantic as the tale it originates from. If a couple can overcome this test of their love, all that's left is to float along in their voyage toward eternal happiness.
Have you not seen Grim? I have. For some reason, he looks bald lately.
The name truly conveys the sentiment behind it. So it does. Simply hearing the name Forever Float makes me envision a happy wedding. There's not much older he can be before he's hairless. Hairless cat on a rocking chair.
Not like this.
Time sure flies when you're having fun. When you're trapped in an alternate dimension, I guess. Exactly, but sadly it's not very well known ceremony on land.
Huh? Why not?
Many people in the Coral Sea admire the tale, and the ceremony has some popularity among merfolk. But it's reserved solely for a situation like the one in the story. That is a marriage between land dweller and merfolk. There are more merfolk like ourselves nowadays who receive legs and come to live on land. But marriages between merfolk and land dwellers remain rather rare.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Senior citizen Grim, he's already gray. His fur's already turned gray. Oh no. There's perhaps only a single couple each year that undergoes the Forever Float ceremony at their wedding. And its sheer rarity means we'd have little occasion to ever learn of it. I'm impressed such a rarely held ceremony remains a tradition. I'm curious what it entails. First, the bride and groom-to-be board a small boat and row out to sea. They sail around the cove while whispering sweet nothings to one another. What the?
Jade!
Then the people playing the role of morays put them through trials to test their love. I think it's kind of funny, because we were just playing a game where we supposedly are marrying one of the Demon Brothers, and now we're doing something for a wedding?
Huh. I did not notice.
Trials? That's rather broad term. What does that entail specifically? It could be a wide range of things. I suppose it depends on the inclinations of who's playing the morays at the time. Typical trials include throwing objects at the boat, splashing water over it, or jabbing at with oars.
Also,
I had another one. I haven't had one in a while. But when my throat hurts and when I'm losing my voice actually pitches even higher. Fun fact. I just did it. Oh la la, what a violent tribulations. To be fair, the tradition does originate from the story of morays overturning a boat. But surely no one actually overturns a boat with a bride and groom in it. Many have tried, but from what I hear, it's rather difficult to overturn a boat.
they've tried?
Then it is acceptable to overturn it?
Yeah, of course.
Of course. In fact, so much the better if someone could pull it off like in the story. But a boat with two people in it is heavy. It would take a whole group of adult merfolk to properly overturn it. Circling a cove doesn't take very long, so flipping a boat would be quite the challenge. Hence, it's very rare. Yeah, no. But if Floyd and Jade both went, I guarantee that boat is
Literally sunken. It's not just turned over. It's gone. It's gone.
You said this forever, whatever, is already rare, right? So if this is rare, even for that... Yes, no one successfully flipped over a boat for the past several decades. I've heard that when more rays who managed that feat appeared, the wedding attendees erupted in cheers and applause. What a strange pre-wedding ceremony. Customs can differ by region, and variety is the spice of life. Getting to experience a foreign custom I'd never be exposed to otherwise is certainly intriguing. I've seen a forever float ceremony held in the Sunshine Lands before. I'll never forget the sight of the bride and groom screaming and clinging desperately to their wildly rocking boat. How delightful it was!
Huh. Are you sure the bride and groom even want this to be a tradition? Did they agree?
That shows that the people who board the boat are serious about it as well. Oh yes, young me was enamored with the idea of participating in a forever float ceremony. You can imagine how thrilled I was when my mother called 6 months ago and asked if Floyd and I would play the part of the trial givers. But Floyd just backed out! It was a dream come true. I agreed immediately, of course. Bonjour, something French, Rook says. Do you and your brother know the bride and groom? No, we're entirely unacquainted. They're friends of my mother. Normally the mores are played by friends or relatives of the newlyweds. But given the origins of the custom, it elevates a wedding standing to have moray merfolk give the trials.
Makes sense.
Because some people may play the part of the morays, but it's not the same. If it really was a moray eel. When my mother got the request to throw the wedding, she recalled my childhood admiration of the forever float ceremony. She spoke with the bride and groom and had those vital roles directed to myself and Floyd. So your presence is auspicious for them. Such things are common in traditional celebrations. Yes, this wedding aspires to be the finest. And since is holding it, have come to us for help. I want to ensure the forever float ceremony succeeds. That's why I'm turning to all of you to help me in Floyd's place. I'm certain that the bride and groom will be overjoyed to have you there.
Honestly, fair enough. Kind of.
And he did ask. Hardly seems trivial. It seems far simpler to just bring Floyd along. You should just stick to your original plan. Oh, Riddle. You're not backing out of the trip, are you? You have no basis for shifting Floyd's responsibilities onto me in his absence. But you already agreed. Are you retracting your prior commitment? Don't deflect focus. This is nothing at all like what you told me. Floyd not attending has nothing to do with you choosing to not travel to the Sunshine Lands. What I'm asking is whether or not you're going. And by extension, whether Hartzlebuel's house warden honors his commitments.
Real low blow there, Jade. Real low blow.
You're just splitting hairs. Oh. But I suppose it's only right to honor my word once I've given it. Very well, I'll go.
Hello, Yukiana. Hello.
I knew I could count on you, Riddle. And Malleus, I trust you'll be...
Malleus?
Now, what's up, Malleus? What have we got? You were quite interested at first, but now you seem conflicted. Is something the matter? From how you explained the situation, the bride and groom have not explicitly requested my presence at their wedding. Is it appropriate to proceed as if they did? It feels rather as if I'm inviting myself. Why, Malleus, what a trivial thing to trouble yourself over. Yeah, it hardly seems trivial to me. I agree, right? Like sometimes, you can bring a +1 to a wedding, right? Because then they have to have the right amount to be able to feed and stuff like that, and seating arrangements. But bringing in like 5-something extra people is kind of crazy if you didn't already have prior consent. That's a different number besides like +1. You have received a summons to this wedding. That much is plain and simple fact. By all means, attend with pride. Besides, you may be surprised how far word could travel in the event that you turn this invitation down. If you decline, there may be others in the future who consider inviting you to a wedding. Only to hesitate, because they fear you might decline due to distaste for such ceremonies. What a manipulator! Gaslight gatekeep Jade in his glory. What? Could such misunderstandings arise? Oh yes, rumors can be scary things. I have no desire to give anyone the wrong impression. Very well, I shall accompany you to the Sunshine Lands. Thank you kindly, Malleus.
Yeah, that's not suspicious at all. Not suspicious whatsoever.
Rook, the Forever Float is a highly important ceremony preceding a wedding. If it fails to build proper excitement, I'm sure the bride and groom will be heartbroken. Yes, that goes without saying. Such a tragedy must be averted. I'm happy to offer what assistance I may. Let us all add some flair to their special day. I see you hardly needed any persuasion. Thank you.
Man, Jade's got him. He's got him. Jade's got him all dancing to his tune. Yep.
But so are you, because there's free food. And he didn't lie to us. To be fair, he never lied to us. I trust you'll be attending, Grim.
You bet I am. As long as there's a feast, I'm down for anything. My henchhuman's coming too.
How are you? And I'm doing okay. I'm glad to hear you're doing awesome. Yeah, welcome back from the ad break, by the way. And I am doing pretty decently. The only thing that's catching me right now is there's just so much to do with so little time. Like, I don't know why. Every year we're super surprised on how fast Christmas gets here. Every time. I already have a lot of presents actually ready. I just have 2 more to get, and I'm very proud of that. I have yet to give my community their gift though, and that's coming up later. To be determined. Probably next week. And have fun with the event. We shall. We're not getting super into it tonight though. Well, I know why I'm going to the wedding. Bring on the buffet table. Yeah.
You're my henchhuman, all right? Yeah.
Hopefully, how wonderfully honest you are. I'll be happy to have you, Aerie. As I said before, Jade, I have experience in dissociating during the actual wedding ceremony until they give me the cake. Yeah. As long as it's not that weird couple that always have that super healthy cake, It's actually not a cake. It's not a cake. It's horrendous, actually. Thank you, everyone. Let's make this Forever Float a success. Let's give the couple some thrilling trials of love to make their joy all the greater. Yes, we'll have to carefully consider what manner of trials to provide once we arrive.
I almost feel bad for the couple.
This is scary. Say, are Silver and the others aware that you're going, Malleus? Please tell me you told somebody. Uh-oh. Oh, no. No, I haven't informed them. Jade simply brought me along to the mirror chamber. You didn't even pack. Oh, hey, Malleus. You're invited to the wedding. Let's go. I'm invited. Ooh. Oh, no. Malleus is so easily kidnappable. Help. 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 What? Won't your sudden absence cause major panic and insomnia?
We know one in particular that's absolutely gonna lose his mind.
Sometime during the wedding ceremony, we're just gonna hear
Malleus Summer! Waka Summer! Like over in the distance, and it's gonna actually be,
Sebek is gonna be screaming and we're gonna hear it all the way in the Sunshine Land.
uh-oh. Hey, we better get through the mirror then, before any annoying guys show up to stop us.
Should we? I agree. This is shaping up to be a delightful trip.
I'm worried. I'm worried now. And bright lights! Oh?
Hey, alright.
Oh! Time for jam! Ooh, pretty!
サンゴの海のエタニティフロート
Alright, like this place is cool and all, but this is probably not my first place to decide to go into vacation.
I don't know.
It's kind of cool.
Yay, romance!
We're here for the free food, Kite, not the wedding. Free food, free food. That's what I did at every wedding I've ever went to. I sat not all the way in the back. I was sitting like the fourth row from the back, so it's like in the middle, but not all the way in the front, but more slightly back. It was perfect. It's literally Italy. You know, I never thought The Little Mermaid was set in Italy, and when I saw the movie, but seeing the map right here, like this, the layout, yeah, I totally agree. In particular, I think it's like, what, Venice? I don't remember which you know, specific one was at the edge. So this is the Sunshine Lands. Yes, more specifically, Ultramarine City. I like love sometimes.
Me too. It could be so cute.
And love comes in many different forms and wears many different faces. You have agape, then you have the traditional eros as well. An endless expanse of blue ocean, striking cliffs stretching as far as the eye can see. A brightly shining sun overhead. Ah, hello, Rook. Such beauty! This view is positively riveting. You know, chat, it's kind of funny because my paternal grandmother's side is French. I could never speak French. Not I. Yuri on I! Can I just say the amount of people that understood the differences of the romance is because of Yuri on Ice, and the amount of people who just seem to know that because of that anime? It's so funny. I forgot I set my birthday to today, so I need to log in all my gacha games in case I get gifts. Wait, why'd you set it to today if today is not your birthday? Wait, is today your birthday? Dumpster bun. I bet I have you on my phone. Hold on. Oh, 7 year an ice baby. I know. I can't believe they got rid of it. They gave it the axe. So rude. Calendar, go. My OC's birthday. When is your birthday? You know, we need that for a channel. I need to add that to Discord. Here, let me put that in the notes segment. Oh, birthday channel. Alright. Oh, yeah! Speaking of notes that I put in our admin area, exclamation point ticket. We are starting our giveaway today. For those of you who do not know, we are having a giveaway for about $15 USD for whatever card that I can find if you want it, like Google card, etc, etc. Or maybe like any Hoyo game subscription equivalent to $15. Is that my birthday was? And characters I share it with already. But I have a big brain! And it's empty. Well, empty. I had to have written it down somewhere. There's no shot I didn't. It does convey a certain dignity and vigor. Such scenery was sculpted by the overwhelming power of nature. Honestly, very beautiful. This region is said to have the world's most beautiful coastline. Is that so? That's quite the claim. But it's gorgeous enough, I can see why. Yeah, that's true. Very nice, very nice. Isn't it incredible? And seeing it from this vantage point has an altogether different impact than admiring it from underwater. That is an excellent point, Jade. Have you guys ever tried to look at stuff under the water? Or like look it back up? Good luck. Good luck. Lloyd and I used to sightsee along the shore before we took our current forms. We'd admire the beautiful view of the city while drifting among the waves. I have a very hard time believing you two would spend time in such a peaceful manner. They definitely must have had an angle. They were scouting. They were scouting out their next hit spot. For sure. Isn't there a bunch of ocean you can see right from Sage's Island? Why is this place so famous when others ain't? Grim, observe more closely. Do you notice the boats out in the water? Don't they look different from the ones you see near Sage's Island? Do they? Why don't you mention it? That's true. What's the ticket thing for? My winter giveaway! Yeah! The winter giveaway. Actually, I'm kind of surprised it hasn't said that. Yeah, even I can't see the chat message. Let me try. Okay, no, so it's just without the S. Yeah. You know, maybe I need to like write it down somewhere. I don't. I have a zero clue how to bring the bot back to come tell it for me. Yeah, you bought a ticket! One ticket dog. Technically, everyone has 2 tickets because I let everyone have 1 free ticket. 'Tis the season. They're traditional wooden fishing boats unique to this region. Is it safe for humans to venture out into the seas in such small vessels, especially so far from the shore? Certainly, the Sunshine Land's fishermen are highly skilled at boating. Legend has it that long ago, a prince of this land enjoyed seafaring voyages. Okay, but shout out to Eric for being one of the most actually written princes historically from Disney. Round of applause, everybody. We got the most out of Eric. We got some of Philip from the Sleeping Beauty, but Eric truly had a character storyline, unlike any other prince. And I do believe, Florian was the official name for the Snow White prince, if I recall correctly. We got nothing out of him. He just showed up at the end, kissed the girl, and left. So, Eric was awesome. Aw, the boys are wishing my OC a happy birthday. So cute. I'm telling you, some games do the birthday wishes so well. Reminds me, I did upload my birthday video. I need to go and publish it later. He was a highly capable helmsman, and they say his exceptional steering allowed him to save a mermaid's life. Fishermen of Ultramarine City grew up hearing such tales and honed their skills competitively. There was this one manhwa that was about like sailing and being competitive in sailing. I don't remember what it was. I think it was on Webtoon. It might have been Webtoon or it might have been Lesson. I'm not too sure. But it was really good. I like that one too. They hold a great deal of pride when it comes to their seafaring prowess. Pro fishermen are pretty impressive, huh? They are. Given the abundance of fish they catch, this area is well known for its seafood cuisine. Oh, it's quite a privilege to enjoy the sea's bountiful blessings, fresh out of the water. Just so, Jade Floyd and Azul can immediately just get all the seafood for everybody at a moment's notice, probably, I'm sure. Can you imagine the Monster Lounge's seafood platters? They probably go so hard. I want one now. You can look forward to some local specialty cuisine at the restaurant of the hotel we'll be staying at. Wait, we don't have to sleep on the ground? We don't have to sleep in a building that has a bunch of holes in it that slowly floods due to the rain? We get a proper hotel? Nuh-uh. That's what I'm talking about. Just thinking about that's got all hungry. And I'm smelling some fish around here. You are? Ah, the fishermen are tossing some to the seagulls. Those fish are too small for them to sell. Once when someone took on a false form and schemed to deceive another into marrying them. The seagull revealed who they really were, saving the groom-to-be from their deceit, or so the legend claims. Alright, but it's so interesting to me that, like, some of the stories remain the same, and, like, completely, and then other stories are just so botched in Twisted Wonderland. Interesting. See, but they will also never confess nor ever mention or say who the one who committed the misdeeds was. Never do. Hence, in Ultramarine City, seagulls are treated very well since they're considered to be perceivers of truth. Even from the sea, I often saw seagulls flying over the city. Alright, but imagine this, chat. You're trying to have an amazing lunch, right? A beautiful luncheon outside on the terrace, right? Just trying to enjoy your amazing, beautiful meal out in the beautiful wilderness out here. You know, not wilderness, but the environment. And then there's like 10 seagulls coming at you. They're like, give me your food! Give me that food that's mine! Reminding you guys, despite how they romanticize seagulls here, Disney-wise, that they are also the same seagulls from Finding Nemo, who went after 2 fish, who kept saying mine. Mine, mine, over and over again. Remember that. Never forget. I mean, they did with the Rapunzel story. You know, I have not read that one yet either. I need to do that one too, now that you remind me. Oh man, I'm jealous! Give me some of that fish! Ram! Watch where you're going! Mine? Not the mine arc, not like this. I'll tell you what. I will try to add that as our next sound bite. We need to do the event stories. I know, I'm just so behind in everything. I'm slowly but surely catching up. As long as my ISP and I get along just fine, and Twitch and I don't have an argument somehow, and I could stream, we should be catching up. So slowly but surely. Hope you're doing well, Neo. Oh, thank you, Lily. And good luck whatever your endeavor is today. Actually, I have you pulled up. I am lurking. Oh, Phasmophobia. I hope it goes well. Good luck. Good luck to you. Were you so distracted by fish that you ran right into a barrel? You should be more careful, Grim. Yeah, look, you need to start paying attention to your surroundings, Graham. I wouldn't say it this exact way, but you need to be aware. I see a lot of wooden barrels in the area. Actually, what a fitting site for a port city. Yes, barrels are essential for seafaring. They're used for storing all manner of things on ships. Food, water, and oil, to name a few. Why barrels and not boxes? It makes you curious, doesn't it? I did some research on the matter myself once, when I found a sunken barrel in the ocean. What I learned was that the round barrels are stronger and more airtight than square boxes, making them suitable for storing liquids. You know what? I never knew this. I never even bothered to question it. It just kind of always was. And how you ferment, like, wine and cheeses as well is also a barrel and not a box. Huh. I guess that does explain a lot. I just never thought of why. They can also be rolled rather than carried, making them a convenient means of transporting heavy cargo. I have no clue how I knew that. Yeah, see, I guess I always course was a reason, I just never bothered to question it. I see, that's rather industrious. I also learned that being used as makeshift boats and buoys. For example, when a storm causes a ship to sink and its crew is cast into the sea, or when one has to urgently chase after a ship with a loved one aboard. That was rather specific. Huh. And you know what, Chad? Now that I'm thinking about it, when you all were comparing this area to Italy, I never really thought about it. But Eric kind of really does give me Italian. It's kind of like a cross between Italian and French. I don't know. I never thought about these things. You've making me question it. Apparently, plenty of people have been saved by clinging to barrels. I only ever considered them as simple storage medium. I can see now they have far more uses than I thought. See, I'm with Riddle. It just kind of always was. Well, we have a history lesson, Chet. How easy it is to imagine all these barrels being part of the townspeople's lives. You know what I didn't do? Sequential play. Yeah. That's exactly what was the wrong button. Sequential play, please. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think it should be down here, like, Oh. Did I not finish this chapter? What was happening this month? Where was I? Like, some of the ones that were just like redos of the things I already did, I didn't bother redoing them a second time. Like Glorious Masquerade Encore, we already did that one. What happened to me at this month? Man. Interesting. I wonder why. Oh well. Also, where is my chapstick? Now that we're yapping, I need my chapstick. Okay. No one better. Miniature vacation. The area of the Coral Sea where Floyd and I were born is far from here. But I still feel a certain warm affinity for the Sunshine Lands. Because you often travel here, perhaps? No, you see, there's an organization here that supports merfolk wishing to live on land. Really? Did you get all the birthday wishes, Dumpster Bunny? All the birthday wishes, all of them. They provide the transmutation potions that enable us to live on land free of charge. Actually, that's kind of wild. So they just do that now. What? Congratulations, Dumpster Bunny! Apparently, my new Obey Me Nightbringer account, well, not the new one, but like the current one we're playing on, it likes Satan the most. We got a lot of Satan cards lately. Bum-ba-dum. That's where Floyd, Azul, and myself all received our potions. Wait a minute! I always thought Azul made those potions for them all. So they just came over to the land sign and go, hey, can I get one of them there potions? Yeah, that one. Awesome, thank you. And we're just allowed on land? Huh. Huh. this stream. It's also where we trained to walk on 2 feet and took classes to learn about living on land. That's kind of wild. Wow! Alright, the Sunshine Lands have better infrastructure than modern society anywhere else I've ever heard so far. I bet they also have amazing free healthcare. I'm gonna be real. I kinda wanna go now. Can we... Everybody, let's collectively go live in the Sunshine Lands, huh? Are you all for it? I think they mentioned this somewhere in book 3. Really? Because I always thought it was Azul that did it. But I guess not. I just assumed. During his Overblot episode, Azul's Overblot episode, he mentioned how they all went to land together and learned. But they never mentioned the method. It was book 6, I remember now. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we are still stuck on chapter 66 in the funny tower in book 6. That's where we are. Oh, thank you for the 5 streak, Lily. I hope you figure out whatever is haunting you guys. I don't know the classifications of any of the haunts of Phasmophobia. I suck at Phasmo. I'm horrible. Because transformation potions are heavily controlled substances. Oh, now that makes a lot of sense, to be fair. We have to drink potions and undergo training simply to transform. What an arduous process. Alice? What does that imply about you? Do you just transform? Huh. Transformation poses are... Hey, Kite! Did you turn into Riddle today? Transformation potions are heavily controlled substances handled with extreme caution. Not to mention, highly expensive. Yet this organization provides them free of charge. What a wonderful institution! I'm with Rook. Honestly, that's amazing. I just did the event. Having gas heaters is an amazing thing, especially in the winter, but man, it's drying me out here. It's a bit of ways from here, but I have been to Ultramarine City several times to practice using public transportation. I can explain a bit about the area. I hope you'll find it enlightening. Oh, I imagine we will. I'm sure we'd all like to make the most of this trip and visit many different places. The little woke maid. Not the little woke maid. Certainly. Then let's move on, shall we? Please. I don't know, maybe I just have like Seagull PTSD going on. Birds are the bane of my existence. This is why I will never sit out and eat on any veranda or any anywhere outside or picnic. Nope, not for me. I get attacked by birds, and I get attacked by wasps, and I get attacked by yellow jackets. You can romanticize eating outside all you want, but reality is nature's coming to hurt you. I'm good eating inside, you know what? I need to go back. I need to go back and like hide in my tiny little corner. I'm not going outside to eat. This close to the coast, you can really smell the sea breeze. It smells like it does on Sage's Island. But this place looks all sparkly. that white ship in the distance? There are a number of well-dressed humans aboard. That ship is where the wedding we're assisting with tomorrow will take place. Oh, a ship wedding! How quaint. It's big enough to fit dozens of people on deck. Très bien. Yeah, that's what it is. What a majestic sight. It seems the couple people being wed today is currently in the midst of exchanging their vows.
I can't see none of that. They're all tiny little specks. Me too.
Dumpster bunny, no! We're good. The calm waters sparkle in the sunlight, and the sky is an expanse of deep, beautiful blue. The gleaming ship bathes the happy couple in a light that makes them shine as though the very sun itself is celebrating their union. This beautiful sight could well have become straight out of a painting. I believe their vows are finished. Now the ship's slowly beginning to move. It seems to be making for the open seas.
See, I try to give a little bit of a pronunciation to some of the characters in particular. I'm trying, right? It's like a little exercise for myself now. But I have one option and it's go. You know what I mean? I'm trying, Chad. I try. Low key, just a little bit. Shout out to all the homies who can make extreme differentiations in their own vocals. I have two. I have two. And a lot of times they end up mixing anyway. Yeah. Yeah, soon they'll hold a party on board. They're quite lively affairs with fireworks, live music, and dancing. I see a rowboat docked at the wharf just up ahead. Is that unrelated to the wedding? That's the vessel used for the Forever Float. You can see the cove the couples circle there on the left. It's a beautiful cove, one long considered a perfect spot for a date. That's why it was chosen as the place to conduct the Forever Float. The rowboat is so lavishly decorated. What a fitting vessel for a pre-wedding ceremony. You'll each be riding a smaller one-man craft. One boat per person? I was expecting us all to share a boat. Taking desperate boats gives us more... Oh, separate boats. Desperate? Am I okay? Am I good? That word was nowhere in there. Taking separate boats gives us more options for the romantic trials. Desperate boats. I'm realizing a lot more recreational locations are opening up near where I live. Yes, I'm the opposite. All places that people could hang out are slowly being closed down and just left abandoned. Unironically, I might end up living in a low-key ghost town. I don't know. A lot of things are getting boarded up and left behind. There's a board game cafe and an arcade that's 10 minutes away by walking. That's actually really awesome. Heck yeah. It's like my friend always sometimes talk to me about going to play games in person, and that it's literally like a cafe or like a card game cafe or whatever. And to go, you people go places to hang out? Wow. Huh. Speaking of which, we should all take care out on the water to avoid capsizing ourselves. Aries, since you can't use magic, I would hate to expose you to
any such danger. As it happens, the organizer has requested we handle another highly important job. What would you say to staying on land and taking commemorative photos of the newlyweds? I could think of no one better for the job. Okay. I mean, sure, I could be the photographer. You wanna go but you have no friends? See, I have no more friends that live anywhere near me. Everybody moved. You know. It's okay. The funny square box is what keeps all my friends now. That's where they all are. That's all of you. That's okay. Mood, right? I don't have any. Period. Nuh-uh. Are we not friendos? We're homies. I consider you all homies. We all hang out all the time on my funny streams, you know? And we all like the same things. But physical friends? Yeah, no, that's almost zero. Relatable. Thank you. There are no photos more wonderful than those of newlyweds smiling and striving together to overcome their trials. Unless those photos become very ironic in a certain way, because soon after they end up arguing. And then divorce is already happening. Personally, the shortest wedding I've ever been to is because right after the bride found out the husband was cheating and she already demanded a divorce. So, maybe 2 hours? Yeah, that was about a 2-hour marriage. Are we? I'm never sure what counts as friends when it comes to online stuff. Yeah, no, that's a bit of a murky water, understandably so, for a lot of people in particular. But, for me, if I talk to you guys, right, and we have very similar tastes, and we all like the same fandoms, and we tend to do that even, like, off-stream, we all talk, blah, blah, blah. I consider them friends enough. It's very hard to make me an enemy. I'd like to consider myself rather forgiving, unless it was that one guy in particular from my high school back then. Oh, I remember. Remember, Dumpster Bunny? Remember, chat? I'm too friendly, and that scares people. Isn't it great? You gotta be mean, obviously. I greatly look forward to the delightful expressions they're bound to make. I think you're looking to capture their utter desperation instead. Oh yes, there's one more thing I need to ask you all. What? Don't leave us hanging. What's the question? What is the question? Go ape shit, Harry. You'll get you friends in no time. Clearly. Here's what we have to do, chat, alright? I think the proper way to make friends, this is all sarcastic, by the way, mind you, that we have to be rude to everyone we meet. We have to make fun of them, make fun of the way they look, the way they sound, the way they dress, and the way they smell. Every single point, alright? And then, after trying to pretend to be nice to them at the same time, and smiling, as soon as they turn their back, you gotta gossip. Alright? That's the big point here. You have to gossip and make fun of them, but when they turn back around and they say, hey, how's it going, friend? You say, awesome, bestie. And then you just, like, keep them along for the ride the entire time. That's how you make friends, right? Right? Aries too nice, I hate her. Shoot, wrong chat. I saw that. Witnesses. There are witnesses. Question. So, Floyd. Yeah. So far, Floyd just said, Not feeling it, not going. Bye. Wait. Why is this chapter called Utter Disaster? Bruh. Did you not know that part, Kite? He literally went, not going actually, yeah. I'm just gonna stay here. Cause, Jade was trying to convince Azul to come with us. And he kept going, he's like, oh, we got to do this, we get to do this and this and this and this. And we would love to have you there, Azul. Azul's like, nope, not doing it. Your mother scares me. I'm not going. Then Floyd goes, huh, after all that talk of trying to convince Azul, nah. We were robbed. Another part I was saying Floyd toys the making friends thing. Oh, wait, no, you're right. Floyd toys the making friends. Hey, if you don't call your friends by a funny nickname, are they really your friends? Like if I call most people little stinkers. If I call you a less than proper word for streaming areas, you know I don't like you. You know? Being a stinker is not a bad thing in my category of friendship labeling. It's the other words. Do any of you have experience rowing a boat? Wait, I do. All the time I spent out in nature includes a great deal of hunting and fishing.
No, Dumpster Bunny, no. No, I did not, never.
Okay, but sometimes, to the fellow girly pops, I'll say, bish what? And it's B-I-S-C-H. Bish? S-H? B-I-S-H. Yeah, that's how you spell. I've also sailed in the open sea several times. Wonderful, Rook. I'm impressed your skills extend to rowing as well. I have no such experience. It's faster to fly than to take a boat. And even if I were to board such a vessel, I'd never need to row it by hand. I could simply control it with magic. Or has, whatever causes the most drama. But there is enjoyment to be found in slowly advancing across the water while rowing yourself, Roy de Dragons. I've never manned one. Neither the time nor the occasion to do so has ever presented itself. My, what a terrible shame. What about you? A merman like yourself should have as little need for a boat as Malleus. Are you just as inexperienced as I am? Quite the opposite, actually. I had ample opportunity to practice rowing a boat at the Sunshine Lands institution I attended. A merman training in helmsmanship. Whatever for. Merfolk who had just come onto land often struggle back in the water. If one stays calm, of course, one could swim with human legs. But doing things like overconfidence and getting used to a new form, we tend to fall back on our merfolk mentality and often flounder in the water as a result.
Where's Mother? Patient child of thirst.
So we were given time in our schedules to ride rowboats and learn what being in the water is like for land dwellers. Fascinating. This institution is certainly insightful about the needs of merfolk. That brings us back to Malleus and Riddle, the two who are even greater boating amateurs than I. A merman. It would be utter gold. I mean, an utter disaster if you two were to collide and a return at the start of tomorrow's ceremony. Would you like to get in some practice today? I could teach you. I feel as though you're having fun at our expense, but I do agree that we would benefit from practice. Likewise, preparing as much as possible for the main event tomorrow is a sound suggestion. Shall we board a boat now? Actually, we have one other order of business. Mom? Is that you, Jade?
What a woman!
Okay, but now I have to know what their father figure-ish looks like. Because, they look like they're a clone of their mother, you know what I mean? I don't think the other genes even tried. The other genetics just left.
Ariel, we're being attacked! Don't make me mute you! Oh no! Oh, not the fighting. You said thirst, I wanna see your shirt!
Show me hers.
Hey!
We need to see the father as well. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, are they still married? Hold on, is there a ring on it? We can't see. Wait, no, we can. This is the left hand. Okay. Ringless! But we also don't know if they just so happen to not wear rings, and maybe their courting procedures are completely different under the sea. You arrived so early. I hope I haven't made you wait long. Excellent timing. I was just about to call you. I am not even trying that, Rook. May I ask who this is? This is my mother.
She's even taller than Jade! She's like 2 riddles tall.
Why are we using riddle like a measuring unit?
I'm not that short!
Oh, Jade, would you be so kind as to introduce me to your companions? Of course. These are my dear friends from Night Raven College. Dear friends? Are we now? See, even everybody else here doesn't know what we can call a friend. What a vibe. We are the finest of friends. Goodness, I wish you told me you were bringing friends ahead of time. Hello everyone, how wonderful to see my son has so many good friends.
We're all friendless losers. Don't like these.
My name is Georgina Leach. It's a pleasure to meet you all. How do you do? I'm Rook Hunt, and the pleasure is entirely mine, madame. Goodness! What a delightfully courteous greeting. Malleus Draconia, pleased to make your acquaintance. Oh my, I'm meeting the soon-to-be ruler of Briar Valley. This is quite the honor. How do you do? My name is Riddle Rosehearts. Ah, so you're Riddle. You're Jade's classmate. Yes. He's told me so much about you. Huh? Uh-oh. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? And Jade has talked about you? Jade? What did you tell her? Oh, simply the unvarnished truth. The Leech family is horrifying. Have you ever told the truth in your life? He's lucky to have someone like you in his life.
I'm the Great Grim, future mage extraordinaire.
That's quite impressive. It's wonderful to meet you, Grim. I'm Mary. It's a pleasure to meet you. Come now. No need to be so formal. The pleasure is mine. Oh. Speaking of your friends, Jade, I don't see Azul anywhere.
She didn't even ask about Floyd. She asked about Jade, Azul.
Azul said he didn't wish to see you. Yo! Oh, did he now? That Azul, always holding himself back and standing on ceremony. Yes, just so. You should speak with him at length the next time he visits home. I'm certain Azul would love that. So I shall. I see Floyd is also conspicuously absent. Something came up at the last minute, and he sadly couldn't make it. I apologize for not informing you sooner. Man, that sucks.
Alright, but Jade and Floyd have some of the best brothership going on I've ever seen. It's so funny.
He hesitates not to throw Azul under the bus and straight up told her he didn't want to see you. Right, exactly what Azul said. He did not even try to cover it up. He even said, go after him, Mama, I believe in you. But when it came to the absence of Floyd, he goes, oh yeah, you see, something came up and he couldn't make it, sorry. He's covering for his butt. Again, we were robbed! Alright, but if we have like an encore type of version where we have like a part 2 or something, where we meet the fam, I do want Floyd at least to show up this one. What was our last Floyd SSR? That's actually a really good question. I'm thinking SSR? That's tied to an event and not main story. Was his Beans Day in SSR? I don't remember. It might have been, because I know Jade's version for the Beans Day was SR. So maybe Floyd was the SSR? Dear me. Well, our Floyd certainly hasn't changed, has he? Oh my goodness! She knew. She knew, even though he was lying for him. And here I prepared so much because I was excited to see my 2 sons again after so long. Very well. I'll inform my friend. Was it really his last SSR for an event? Dang. It's been a bit. Though, I am uncertain. I think the the Christmas version for the Nightmare Before Christmas collab that JP got, I think Floyd might have an SSR. I think we are getting one for that. Because here, yet again, Jade was the SR version. No? No? What do we know? What travesty is this? What? What do you mean? No. I demand justice for Floyd. It's Rookie, Jack, and Deuce. I want more SSR Floyds. This is criminal! Criminal! She's fine with that. Jade's mother seems to have a very calm and unruffled demeanor. Guess she's used to having two totally unpredictable guys for sons by now. True enough. Yeah, I was gonna say, fair enough that it's Reggie, Jack, and Deuce. They also don't get a lot of SSRs for events. Fair enough. I am hydrating. Modest hospitality? My plan for the Forever Flow is to enlist the aid of my friends in lieu of Floyd. Excellent idea. A Forever Flow ceremony conducted by a Moray merman and his friends. I'm sure the newlyweds will love it. With that settled, I suppose some preparations are in order. What? Like, rowboat practice and stuff? Yes, like rowboat practice and stuff. And probably other things. Stop showing Edie and Riddle, maybe even Malleus at events. I need more variety. Okay, that's true, but I'm actually kind of surprised Malleus has been consecutively added to events back to back as he has been. Because usually he's not that involved. But he was also involved in the encore for the Vargas camp, right? So he had Vargas camp, he had the Nightmare Before Christmas into the book, and now he has this one. He had 3 in a row. Now that I'm reflecting on it. Huh. Interesting. But we are on ad break. I'm gonna get a little stretching. Then I'll be back. I'm gonna go look at some of the cards, actually. I think I'm gonna pull them up and look at them for a little second. I want Chenya! I also think it would be super interesting if they brought Nige LeBlanc, Blanc? I don't remember his last name, but Nige, and his duo was with Rook. I think that would be funny. That's certainly necessary. But I must insist on showing Jade's friends some modest hospitality. While your Night Raven College school uniforms are lovely formal attire, this is a wedding. I would very much like for you all to enjoy yourselves while wearing something a touch more glamorous. I'm certain you'll have an even lovelier time that way. That's a wonderful idea. It does sound nice, but it's rather short notice to get us all new clothes, isn't it? I wouldn't wish to impose. Don't worry. I'll borrow some dress suits from the wedding venue. It's run by an acquaintance of my father. Oh? Papa Leech, Mädchen, Papa Leech. From what I understand, my father provided support and accommodations when the business was first established. So if we asked to borrow some clothes, I think they would happily oblige. Then we owe Mr. Leach our gratitude as well. Will he be attending the wedding? Sadly, my husband won't be attending to make it. Won't be able to make it. He simply couldn't get out of his work obligations.
Aww.
Oh, man. But we do have confirmation for Papa Leach. Indeed, indeed.
What's he doing for a living anyway?
Oh, this and that.
This and that.
Yeah, I'm worried about that too. What do you mean, this and that? Are we part of the mafia? Yes, this and that. Okay. Or they just wanted to sound scary and vague. It could be a very straightforward career. But you know, they would do it just to freak other people out. Let's be real, they would. Now that that's cleared up, please do accept my offer. I'll pick the perfect outfit for each of you myself. Truly, thank you. Considering your own fashion sense, I have little doubt you'll make wonderful selections for us. Deferring to a mermaid's aesthetic could be an entertaining diversion. I look forward to seeing what you choose. Alright, we can't turn down your generosity. Excellent. Let's be off then.
Well, we're getting new fits, chat.
Does Graham get a pretty new bow?
Oh. Hey. Very nice.
Honestly, I actually really like that suit. Honestly, I really like all of them.
They're so good.
And then you add like the little sea aspects to it. Praise be. Praise be. I understand Sebek in this venture. I understand completely.
Hey.
This is so good. This looks so good on him. You don't... Chat. You have no idea how hard it was for me to not pull on their banners. I'm trying to save, you know? I'm trying my best to save for very specific characters. But they make it so rough. So rough out here. I knew my judgment was spot on. You all look absolutely marvelous.
Let's go, Georgina.
She has amazing taste. And honestly, you could most certainly tell. Like, look at this outfit of hers.
Mwah. Chef's kiss. Gorgeous.
Wait, you didn't know Malleus? Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Look, it's hard out here.
It is. It's rough. Especially because it's the season of giving. And giving sometimes costs some money. Yeah.
It do be doing.
But remember, chat, some of that tee-hee money might go to you. Because we have to give away. Yay! You guys can all collect up to 10 tickets. I don't know how that works. I don't know if you can only claim a ticket once per stream, or you can claim it multiple times. So feel free to try. Thank you, ma'am.
Honestly.
You hardly need to thank me. I quite enjoyed picking everything out. Light pink accessories look especially nice on you. We really are a little shrimp, just like I've heard.
No. I've been called a shrimp again.
Floyd likes us, right? A little shrimpy, huh?
Pink shrimpy.
Just like you've heard, huh? I'm assuming you've talked to Floyd about us?
Yeah? Hey, enough fawning over my henchhuman. Get a load of this. Oh. Look at that pretty bow.
It looks so good. I am such a fan of like the seaweed green going on, with like it's almost like a turquoise-esque. I love it. I really do. Also, I am fully aware that apparently when this event first came out, for some reason, Grim didn't come with his bow. I saw it all over the Twitter of people like posting it, and he looks naked without his bow. It's horrifying. Right? Looks so naked. It looks weird. I am so happy to be playing an event while he has his bow again. Like, I would not have been able to handle it. Especially when he comes on the screen, like, look at this! You're like, Grim, you're naked, Grim! How do I look? The color and design of this ribbon are super cool, right? They are. Oh, it suits you rather nicely. It adds a touch of flair while still looking suitably formal. I'm not even gonna try it, Rook. Nope. Marvelay? That's probably it, right? I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. The lace on the silky fabric resembles rippling waves. How truly adorable.
Keep those compliments coming. Though it ain't adorable, it's cool.
You look positively darling. I'm so glad you like my choice. How do the rest of you like your outfits? I do hope it suits everyone's taste. Oh, now you want to say marvelous. Okay, Rook. Yeah? Marvelous. I'm honored to wear such a beautiful suit. Thank you, Madam Leech. It's also suitably formal for someone involved in a ceremony. I quite like my attire as well. It truly feels fitting for celebrating the newly wedded couple. Balance of white and black is just right. Black is considered the most noble of colors in Briar Valley. But white is evocative of a sandy beach, and using both is like a commoning of different cultures. That is a big word. A what now? This isn't bad at all. I'm guessing it's just like a clash or a combination. Commonly? I'm Googling on big words. Meaning? Wait a minute. Did they misspell it? Comingling. The dust had commingled with the rain. Guys, you wanna know why it's so funny that they decided to use a specific word with an alias? Its common use was from the 17th century. He's using grandpa words. Okay. That was actually really clever. The frock coat is very classy. I quite like the defined look of the tailoring. Yeah, also, Whittle is stuck with me. Us short people, we don't get to wear long coats in fashion, alright? typically in fashion, people who are already short do not get long coats. We get short coats. That's what they do. Yepers. And people who are tall usually get long coats because it accentuates their very long personage. Even though I like long coats better. I'm also cursed. It's so elegant, the way the ruffles on the cuffs sway as though adrift in the waves. F, right? Aerie is too short, hey! You know, fun fact, most people go and buy capris, right? They're like, oh, look at these cute capris. I go, look at these pants that actually are not like 18 meters longer than my actual legs. That's how I go shopping for pants. I go get the capris. So many people are so mutantly tall. Why? Why? She has to be fake. She's actually 7 feet tall. No. I'm small. What the hell is a capri? Capris. Like they are pants, right? But they're cut off right before the ankles or right below the knees. Is that not the actual common terminology for it? Capri pants? Yeah. Capri pants. Capri Sun. Yeah, they're like cropped pants. Usually if I go out to like general stores that sell clothing, capris are usually long enough to be pants on me. If the place does not have a petite section, I need to shop in petites. That's my life. Sippy. What do we also win? Awesome. We lost about 7. Now go. Nice. You're making a lot of progress. Heck yeah. Hearing such praise makes all the time I spent reviewing our options worthwhile. Having a guest as famous as you at their wedding is bound to delight the newlyweds. Oh? Is that so? I'm pleased to hear that, and am grateful for the invitation. Thank you once more for selecting these beautiful ensembles for each of us. You're very welcome, and yours looks lovely on you, Riddle. Break that stinky space station. Never again. You're free now, Dumpster Bunny. You're free. Excellent. The combination of a short jacket with a red vest gives you a refined air. The red sash and wide leg pants add a flattering element of looseness to your sharp silhouette. Yes, it's vibrant yet comfortable. The red coral accessories are also quite tasteful. Are those real? Oh yes, those are sourced and crafted from natural coral from the Coral Sea. The Sunshine Land's accessories for weddings are always made from the genuine articles, never imitations. Is that because in the legend someone used a false appearance to deceive a groom into marrying them? You talked about that story Jade mentioned when we saw the seagull? Yes, and the tale, not only did the impostor give themselves a different appearance, but they also had a voice very similar to the groom's betrothed. Yes, just so. Using genuine materials is not so much a matter of etiquette or formal appearance. It's a gesture meant to protect the newlyweds from lies and deception. Fascinating. So there's a regionally specific reason for every ornament we're wearing. Nonetheless, each ensemble suits us perfectly as individuals. You have impeccable taste, madame. Indeed, you have such a keen understanding of us. One would find it hard to believe this is the first time we've met. My, it's hardly anything so grand. I've simply had a few insights shared with me regarding your visual styles. Insights?
Who was yapping, huh? Who was it? Floyd? Jade? Which one? Both of them?
It is actually possible both of them.
Aesthetic sense.
It was Floyd.
Okay. Alright. That's who's yapping.
Floyd's informed our mother of the pet names he uses for all of you.
Aww. That's kinda cute, though. Aww.
Pet names? You mean...
Little shrimpy. You're definitely a dead ringer for a shrimp earring.
Yeah, and you are a dead ringer for seafood right now.
Or fish food.
Yeah, not seafood, fish food. Whatever. It's time to go swimming with the fishes, Graham, and not in the good way.
Mm-hmm.
And what was your pet name again?
Sealy. Mm-hmm. Yep, I remember.
'Cause of his chonky belly, right?
Right?
Rip's pet name is Sealy, which Mother is already well aware of.
Well. Grim.
Or should I say, Sealy? Yes, though I actually modeled the design of Grimm's ribbon on more rays. The stars of the Forever Float ceremony.
Uh-huh, okay. So my outfit isn't based on any of those ridiculous nicknames.
It isn't. No. After all, with your fur and cute little tummy, you're practically a seal already.
Right? What are you talking about? I don't look nothing like that.
Who's gonna tell him it's true? Who's gonna tell him?
All your snacks have to go somewhere,
Grim,
I'm just saying. You know?
the room looks great on you, though.
It really does. It's super cute. I mean, it's super cool.
I believe Lloyd's pet name for me was Seagull.
I'm having war flashbacks to when I was insulting all the seagulls.
Listen, Rook, it's not personal, but I can very much imagine why he named you a seagull.
Yeah.
Yeah, that tracks. Yeah, that fits. It really does. He's always hovering around and looking for a chance to strike. Yeah, he's very seagull. That makes a lot of sense. It's also a trope with mascots. Oh. I don't look anything like X, and that they eat a lot, right? Yeah. Yeah. Can we have a different mascot? A different travel partner, you know? Just something a little different, something a little funky. Off the beaten path, if you will. Am I gorgeous suit must have been designed with the black-tailed gull in mind, which only deepens my appreciation for it. Indeed, I can see it now. The color scheme and the golden adornments, my bad, on the necklace are quite evocative of said creature. Evocative.
I know English. Huh? Those thingies on his necklace just look like regular birds to me.
This is indeed based on the black-tailed gull, a beautiful bird that is white from head to collar, with black tail feathers and wings. Though similar in appearance to their more common gull kin, what truly sets the black-tailed variant apart is its distinctive mewing call.
What sort of bird meows? That's just confusing.
I'm with Grim on this one. What? Black-tailed gulls glide gracefully through the air, but are also incredibly strong fighters. They're a perfect fit for Rook's beauty yet adventurous demeanor. Have a mascot that's like, as long as it's cute is fine, right? Your praise makes my heart soar, madame. I take my hat off to you, to your transcendent aesthetic sense.
Look, you guys use very big words. Okay, I'm just a airy. Alright, I'm trying out here.
Pet names? Wait, does Malleus not have a pet name from Floyd? Or does he? I actually don't recall. Right? Does he say anything about Malleus? Okay, now my theory about people giving nicknames to friends is like ringing a lot more true. Is it Sea Slug? Oh, he calls you Sea Slug. You would do well to remember that in the future. I don't remember them interacting. To be fair, there's barely any interaction between the two. There might have been one in like one of the Halloween books. Potentially. I don't know.
A slug in the sea? Where does he come up with all these confusing nicknames?
It explains so much if this ensemble was inspired by sea slugs. The detail work is perfect fit.
Wait, you know what those things are? Now I'm getting curious.
Yeah, what is a sea slug? No, I'm curious.
Sea slug.
Oh. Oh, they're so cute! Oh, I know why he calls them sea slug.
You want to see with me in chat? You don't know?
I do now. I just didn't know it was just called a sea slug. I just thought it was like a little slug in the water, you know? Not that it was very specifically called a sea slug.
I want to know if he ever names anybody an axolotl. Sea bunny! Yeah! Here, we can all watch it. We can all look together. Here we go. Ta-da! Look how cute! Here, we'll shrink it slightly. This.
See, look how adorable! Like, this one's so cute!
Oh, it's not hitting. Hold on. There it is. Cute!
Yeah, they have little horns. That's why. Like this one here, rainbow, sea slug. Look at the little horns.
Got little horns on it. And here's another one.
I know that he'd name Roll Abalone. Really? yeah, no, you're right. That makes sense. Yeah. Abalone. Yeah. I could see why. But the sea slugs are so cute. Yeah, see, you're right. I know them as sea bunnies or like that. Crowley's a manta ray. Really? Crowley is manta ray. I know what a manta ray is, but why? I'm trying to understand the why. Huh. Is it behavior reasons? Also, look at their little openings. What's about that macaroni? Macaroni, yeah, totally. Abalone, macaroni, same thing, right? Clearly. Do any of you have a favorite seafood, by the way? Now that we're talking about it. Maybe it's because of his mask that he wears, right? Like right here, you see the eyes, and that's about it. You hate seafood? Why do you hate seafood? Not like this. Salmon? Salmon is actually some of my least favorite fish, oddly enough. Let me see. Is this the one that's my favorite? Oyster? Let me see. Yeah, no, it's not oyster. I think it is abalone. Yeah. Oh, mussels! I really like mussels. Seafood. Oh, M-U-S-S. There it is. That's how you spell it. Yeah. These are some of my favorites. I love oysters! On the half shell. Right? Yeah. Sometimes, though, you can get, like, a little piece of, like an irritant. It's almost like a pearl inside of these little mussels. You gotta be careful when you're chewing the little meaty part. He does? It is good. Am I thinking of the right fish? I should be. Yeah, it's the pinky fish. Well, I like properly prepped salmon, okay? Unfortunately, I love my mama. I really do. I really love my mama. But, she's terrible at cooking fish. Yeah. A lot of people improperly cook fish. Like, even some restaurants I go, they're overcooked. People just have a bad yeah, properly cooked, it's overcooked. And if it's overcooked, the consistency of it is completely different. It doesn't fall apart the way it is. It's almost like dry. It's too dry. You need to get it, oh, like this one right here. Look at that. Look at that lemon baked herb baked salmon. Yeah. Oh, you can tell just by looking at it that that's properly cooked. The color is still slightly pinkish, right? Like the color is like orangey still to it. And then we go over to this one. Broiled. Nope. You see how it's more white? Don't like it. This one? It looks decently proper. Might be too dry on the outside. It's grilled. Yeah. I am a fish connoisseur at this point. That's a 50-50 chance of being too dry or too good or not good enough. Looks dry. Wouldn't eat it. Eepers. Also, these fish are usually gigantic. If you've ever seen one of these fish in real life, they are a lot bigger than I thought. I do like the crunchy skin bits, like, chicharron. Ah, yeah. Those are pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, the crispy skin sometimes is pretty decent. But it's like you have to have the perfect medium, because if it has a crispy skin, a lot of times the insides are too dry. There is rare times that someone can get a beautiful crispy skin and a beautifully cooked fish. And that there is an amazing thing.
No, a salmon! You're welcome.
This is the daily lessons on Aries stream. Yay! I swear I don't have ADHD, chat. I'm we don't get sidetracked at all here. We only play games, not sidetracked at all.
They do be big, right?
Grim, I was so ahead of you. We already looked at the sea slug. That's so funny that they added this in here. I wonder what a sea slug looks like. Look it up. Well, we did. How interactive. Oh my gosh, we did it? The horns. The horns. It's just like Hornton. What? You claim we share a resemblance.
You do. You got little horns. Mm-hmm.
This is so funny. This is so funny. I can never have planned for this. That is so fun. And you know what else, chat, that you have to remember? Somebody had to come up with all these nicknames for everybody. The writers, they had to have looked at every sea creature and be like,
Okay, we can use this one, and this one, and this one, this one. The sea bunny for Malleus. That one. Yeah, sea slug.
I'm like 90% sure I have an anxiety disorder, same in depression. I don't know what I have. I have many things. But that's okay. According to my current doctor, all past issues with health, whether mental or physical, do not matter. I was talking to, Astra. Chat, you might know them. We go raid them quite often. Astra. Yeah, and, we were talking about, like, doctors and other things. And people literally could not believe me when I said that's what my doctor told me. But it is. It is. And it's quite common, actually. Like, my own sibling had to go to different states, all in the United States, until they actually diagnosed her with acid reflux, because they refused to diagnose her with that because she was still too young to supposedly have that. They literally said, you can't have that. You're far too young to be in such a condition to have had such a thing. Complacency in the workplace, my dear chat, leads to many wrongdoings. Reminds me of the big party boat that crashed in Italy. Yeah. Complacency. The things that look like horns are actually feelers. Sea slugs are mollusks, like shellfish. Shellfish? It's odd that this would be like a shellfish. But the satire does incorporate several small shells.
Huh? So this fluttery, rubbery, weird little guy's a sea slug? It looks totally laid back. Other than the horns, I ain't seeing any resemblance to Horton.
Oh, really? Also, why does Malleus look like he might take offense to that? Sea slugs are charming, beautiful creatures that drift elegantly through the seas. But if you touch one carelessly, it's the last mistake you'll ever make. They're extremely poisonous to the touch.
Oh, really? We're learning so much this stream.
Why do people want to become doctors if all they're gonna do is brag about being doctors and competent as crap? That's quite common. That's like the big firing of a lot of nurses lately. They're just like doing like TikTok dances or whatever and accidentally exposing patient confidentiality. Yeah. I was going to medical school, right? I was gonna go be a nurse, actually, fun fact. But, I was taking the exam, it was like right before residency happened. And I ended up at the hospital. And all the nurses ever did was be incompetent gossip mongers. And I just could not do it. I was like, these are the people I would have to work with. I would have went insane. I would have absolutely went insane dealing with those type of people. That's why I really don't like hospitals. It's just so common. People try to go get like their nursing degree or try to go above that for their doctorate degree, and they're crappy people, like in general. A lot of them cheat too, if you don't know. Remember that. Next time you see your doctor, you're gonna be eyeing them like, are you one of the ones that cheated? Crazy. Crazy. I just couldn't deal with it. It's not even the patients that are the problem. It's the people I would have had to work with. Y'all know about the one sea slug that gets its energy by eating and photosynthesizing? No? That's making the best of both worlds. What the heck? That's why my mom chose to quit the hospital a few years back, and that's what's crappy, right? Like the good nurses, etc., people who work, don't want to work in those environments just because the other people are there and are just making it so hostile and crappy to be there. And the people that would be genuinely good leave because of it. I probably would have ripped someone else's hair out or my own. Being stuck in that environment for hours. No, thank you. Shout out to those that are actually genuinely good at their job and are not a part of the gossip drama market, like, you know. Shout out to those that actually care and do their job. Sippy. They're poisonous? Dang, those guys are bad news. Now that's just like Horton. Nonetheless, it's generally accepted that as long as you don't initiate any aggression against them, they won't bother you either. So, as long as you don't touch them carelessly, you're fine. Well then, they seem relatively harmless. It eats plants to steal their chlorophyll and use it as their own for photosynthesis? Nature's scary, but also awesome. Assuming you can somehow manage to steer clear of them, that is. Sea slugs are yet another thing I've learned about today. Human pet names can be so quaint. I know the derogatory name Floyd uses for me. I never could have imagined I'd end up wearing a goldfish-aspired suit. What? What do you mean by that? What? Oh, that is not the button I wanted to press. No! That is not what I wanted to press. Darn it! Wrong corner. Wrong corner. Okay. We're going back to where we were. See, what I was trying to do was look at the log, and I instinctively went to the left instead. My bad. Might be. Also, I saw my very first Venus flytrap today. What? You haven't seen a Venus flytrap? Crazy. I used to always have a Venus flytrap. And sometimes if I had like a little sticky thing that would like hang down for fly trappers, you know, those little sticky fly trappers, I would take them off the fly trap and try to like make sure it wasn't sticky or whatever and just feed them to my little buddy, my little plant buddy. They were hungry and they wanted flies. Or if I smacked one with like a little fly swatter, I was like, here's your little snack buddy. It was hungry. They like to eat them. That was when I was really young though. They kind of just like tear down the fly, but you know. Okay, then we looked it up on our phone. I don't see a lot of plant shops. That's kind of interesting. Huh. You know what I'm sad about, chat? My aloe vera died. And so did all my ghost peppy plants. I hate the winter season. They kill my plants. One day I'm gonna have a greenhouse that's heated. I'm gonna have a heated greenhouse, and then my plants may live. Because I can't bring my plants inside because somebody, not naming names, but somebody that has cute little triangle ears and meows would eat all my plants. She would not care if they were spicy. She's still chewing on them. She also would chew on like aloe vera, and that's poisonous to cats, so we can't do that. I must sacrifice the plants for the meow meow. 'Twas the decisions. Oh, and pitcher plant too? Ooh, yeah. Oh, I can't remember what my favorite plant's called. It's like, just like little leaves, but they're fuzzy and white. Let me see. Fuzzy, white plant. Oh, there it is. What is this thing called? Gimme. I really like the fuzzy leaves. They're so cute. No. A silver sage? Wait, is this my plant? Look, guys! Silver sage! Wow, we really were fated to meet, my love. Wow, that's crazy! Why does this strange plant attack me when I bite it? Right? It's a lot of tender plants. Yeah, this one, I think it's this one, the silver sage. Oh, cobweb spiderwort is also up there. Ooh, lamb's ear. I see that a lot too. Ooh, panda plant. I'm going to get every single one of these. But a short-lived perennial. Oh man. Does the cobweb last longer? Dry, acidic soil and partial sun. See, every plant I like prefers the sun. Well, of course they like the sun, but they do better in oh, hardy. Lamb's ears will stay green except in the harshest of winters. I might have to go get myself a lamb ears. These are cute. Yeah, I like the little fuzzy plants. Boop. So this is some of my favorite. Don't ask me why. I like my cactus. Not a winter cactus. I'm really not a fan of winter cactuses, but those really super cactuses that are very pointy and dangerous. I like cactus, aloe vera, the fuzzy plants. I just don't like flowers, which is odd. I still want to care for a snapdragon or a moon flower. Oh, those are also very beautiful. Alright, we're almost back to where we were, and I messed up. Oh, yeah, here it is. Okay, yeah, derogatory name Floyd uses for me. I don't think it's derogatory. Do you dislike goldfish? No, that's not at all. And there's nothing wrong with my outfit either. I quite like it, in fact. It's just, he calls me that because I'm tiny and red by his description. Oh, is that a fact? That boy, you'll have to forgive his lack of manners. But that's not the only thing goldfish are known for, you know. The goldfish people keep in their homes are small, but when they're left to grow in the wild, I hear some can grow into giants. Guys, this is so cute! Aww! So what Floyd is saying is that Riddle has amazing potential outside of his mother's influence. That is so sweet! Also, why does Floyd have such amazing, perfect descriptions for everybody involved? Like, he's just getting it perfect on everybody. It really shows you how much he genuinely does actually pay attention to people. Despite how he acts, right? Or portrays. He really does. Giants? So, goldfish have room to grow. Jade, why did you laugh just now? Oh, I was just reflecting on how unconstrained the human heart is, to be able to embrace all manner of wild dreams. But I must say, it's so wonderfully delightful seeing you all clad in attire chosen to suit Floyd's pet names for you. Would that Floyd had given me a pet name as well, though I'm a tad bit envious.
Aw.
That's pretty obvious. He'd just call you Moray. Pet name or no, one look and it's clear what your attire is themed after. Yeah, true. Once again, Mother, thank you for selecting such wonderful attire. I love all of it, from head to toe.
Aww. Let's give our mama some appreciation, yeah. Let's go, Georgina.
Aw, cute. No, thank you. I'm happy you like it. Is this attire meant to embody the moray eels who gave their original lovers their trial? That's right. I selected his ensemble from the venue in advance, in anticipation of the Forever Float ceremony. It's a highly formal affair where moray mermen conduct the ceremony. So it's important to be very selective about what they wear to ensure an unforgettable experience for the newlyweds. Marvelous! How beautifully this ensemble elevates G's air of mystery. The lapels make it look as if you have one of the sea witch's morays on either shoulder. Even the coloring makes it look as though we're gazing at the sea's depths. I agree. I actually really love that color green. It's like something green. What is it? It starts with PTFEMO something green. Phenol green? Fennel? Something like that. It's a very, very deep green.
Very pretty.
Thank you for your generous praise. Freeman Sword and Teray?
No, it's a very specific green. I am also a green connoisseur. Not just a salmon connoisseur, thank you.
The scarf is also reminiscent of a moray undulating through the current. It's quite an elaborate outfit.
Hey, ain't your hair styled differently too? And it's very handsome on him. Mm-hmm.
Of course, I styled it to suit what I was wearing. After all, this will be a once-in-a-lifetime ceremony for the newlyweds. I've actually been practicing this hairstyle since I heard about the ceremony plans. I admit I wasn't entirely certain about sweeping up my bangs. But this way, I'll have a clearer field of vision when it's time to give the couple trials. So the change is for both form and function. Honestly, it looks magnifique. Honestly, magnificent. I'm turning into freaking rock. Someone help. Thank you, Ari. Hearing that makes my practice all worthwhile. Now that we've changed clothes, I'm even more excited for the forever float. You must assure the couple's trials are every bit as spectacular as our attire.
Let's go!
It'll be fantastic, I'm sure.
Slippery little... Uh-oh. What is this one about?
Oh yes, while I was getting your outfits, I also booked a place for you to stay.
Oh, thank you.
I am so sorry we arrived without notifying you ahead of time. I wasn't expecting Leech to bring us without a single word to you about our visit. It completely slipped my mind, but don't surprise mishaps add to the excitement of the trip.
Not really.
You never change, do you, Jade? You always did love finding ways to put me on the spot.
Oh, poor Mama. Can you imagine how much of a nightmare the... Ah!
Georgina's been through it. She has. But I'm sure she, you know, it's a give and take. I'm almost certain with this family. But don't worry. Your hotel is on a hill with a gorgeous view. That sounds lovely. My heart swells with anticipation at the thought of what grand scenery awaits us. Would that be the hotel run by the owner of the wedding venue? Ultramarine City has plenty of resort hotels, but that one in particular is particularly popular. I'm impressed you managed to book any rooms there. You have Papa to thank for that. Be sure to do so next time you see him, won't you? Okay, they're so Italian. I can almost confirm it for you guys. I don't... Because that's what I was calling him, Papa Leech. Mama, Papa, Mamma Mia. You know, like, Mia Mama. It's, yeah, there you go. Papa? Okay.
Okay, I see what tree you guys are barking up. You're not wrong.
How dare you be accurate?
Go away.
That's also the location of the reputable seafood restaurant I mentioned before. So you can all look forward to that.
Yes. 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 Seafood restaurant. Here we come. I want some mussels.
I need a visual. You need a visual? Okay. You need a visual, huh?
I shall doodle you one with paint. Are you ready?
Oh! It's not showing because I am currently tapped out. However...
Can you guys see it now? No? What? Look at it!
Why is it coming across like that? That's so funny. That is actually so sad but funny.
Oh man, fine. We'll search it. Search it. We'll use the funny search. The funny search. Visual. Okay, everybody say hi to Brant. Of course, he's my background here. Okay, so headphones. All right. Headphones. They do this stuff. All right. Yes, these are headphones. They go over the ear. And these earbuds.
These go inside the ear. I actually don't like any of these that are listed at all. But that's what they are. They go inside the ear. Can we get images for earbuds? Huzzah! Yeah, stuff like this.
Now you have your visual.
I would have drawn it, but paint did not want to show itself. Hi, Brant.
Yippers. I thought you said earphones.
Yeah. There's headphones, and then, well, what specifically is technically considered an earphone? All of them? I thought so. Yeah, all of them are under the category of earphones, because that's what they are. Then you have headphones, and then you have earbuds.
There you go. Now you know.
You have been educated. But yeah, because of my ear piercings, having headphones is not very cozy. So I've been relegated to earbuds forever.
See all my piercings?
Well, you can't see it under my little hair floof,
But I got another one under there.
the helix piercings do not go well. Oh yes, you did mention something about famous regional cuisine.
It's gonna be good. I can't wait. Huh? What was that? Is dinner coming early?
That's what I thought. I was like, is it the crab? Are we having dinner already? It even crawls up to us. Well, well, well.
I just saw some yummy looking crabs over there by the seashore.
How wonderful. You should catch one, Grim. If you do, we can have it cooked up and served for dinner tonight.
Really? That sounds cool.
I remember I used to go and catch crawfish.
That was fun.
We would go on like vacation to this very specific campground with my grandpapa. And they had an area, like a lake and stuff there that always had crawfish. Very tasty. Not very meaty, though. I always loved going to visit. It was super cute. Cool indeed. As a matter of fact, crab is what the restaurant is famous for. Rip Sebastian! R.I.P. to Sebastian, you are a great crab. 07. The crabs in the area are clever and quick. They're quite difficult for land dwellers to catch bare-handed. Thus, hand-caught crabs are considered a special delicacy here. When the venue owner saw this, he came up with an idea. To have the guests catch their own crabs and bring them in. At which point, the head chef cooks them and serves them. Now that's the main star of their menu.
Oh man, fresh caught crab. Now that sounds good. Catch me some crab. Oh, get it, Grim, get it. Over there. No, Grim, on the other side, other side. It got away, didn't it? They run fast.
Do you even know what you're doing? Here, I'll catch one.
Oh. Will you now? Will you, Riddle?
Will you really? This is rather difficult.
Oh! Challenge accepted, go Riddle!
It got away again! Slippery little... How goes it? Have you been off more than you can chew?
Look at it! Good try, Riddle! Good try! Uh-oh!
Riddle's gonna blow you should never assume catching a creature in the wild will be an easy feat. No matter how small one may be, a hunt is still a serious contest between predator and prey. Analyze the crab's behavioral patterns. Calculate the moment it will stop moving. Then, grab it from where you can see it.
Oh! Did it get it?
Hey! Can you get it some more while you're at it? You got it in one try. Voila! Jade is enjoying this. Oh, absolutely. I can't wait for anime-only fans when we get to season 3. And then they're gonna think Jade's the normal one, because a lot of new people into the fandom always think Jade is the normal one. No. They'll find out, right? They'll find out. Shh, no one tell them. Amazing, you made it look so easy. I won't be outdone next time. There, got it. Is it that difficult? Allow me to try. Oh? That was simple enough. You know, I fully expected that. Does the restaurant got like chicken nuggets or burgers? A lot of times, well, I don't know. It really depends on the seafood place. In my experience in seafood restaurants, a lot of times they will have a pasta plate. Oh, you like pasta? You like pasta? You did that like it was nothing. No. If the Roy does dragons put his mind to it, I'd wager this bay would be crabless in no time.
Probably.
Pasta with no seafood? Yeah, they do that. Sometimes you could just get like, is it linguine I'm thinking of? I'll take it! Is it linguine? Linguine, explained by the flat section, images. Or is it the exact opposite? Yes, see, there you go. Oh, yeah, chicken alfredo linguine. There you go, that was the one. Because you can also do it with seafood, but you can have it elsewhere. Yeah, sometimes it's a seafood linguine, or you could just ask without seafood. Why do I know these things? Why do I know these things? You've never had Alfredo? Really? A lot of my family really loves Alfredo. I'm actually, I think I'm able to eat really aged cheese, so it really depends on what they use. Alfredo. What's it like? You know what? We're doing the funny show. We're gonna show and tell again. Ready for show and tell? Alfredo. We're just gonna do this Alfredo. Fettuccine Alfredo or linguine Alfredo, either or. It depends on the noodle. But fettuccine is, more streamlined. Like this one. Copycat Olive Garden. Ugh. Ugh. Not Olive Garden. Here we go. Fettuccine Alfredo. See? Buttered noodle. Made with a specific fettuccine pasta. And then a lot of cheese. It depends on which cheese you want. Some use mozzarella, some use other things, and sometimes it's a creamy Alfredo with a sauce. Everyone does it differently. There's no true uniform way to do it. I'll take it. Like, I like linguine personally. I'm a fan of bigger noodles, bigger, flatter noodles. Or like those super, What's that specific one? They do it a lot in like Asian cuisine. Let me just look up thick noodles. Yeah, for ramen. Yeah, for Japanese. Yeah, so they use it in Japanese foods. Udon. There it is, the udon noodle. Mm-hmm. That's another favorite of mine. I love the chunky noodle. Look how chunky. So good. I want the chunky noodles. Olive Garden is just boiled food from a bag. I know, right? I do like their desserts, though. I had to hand it to them. They had like this chocolate thing. I don't remember the name, but it was really good. Like lasagna noodles? Oh, lasagna noodles are huge. You're right, but they're huge and flat. But you're right, you know, that's kind of funny. Kind of funny. And hello, Crispy. Hello, hello. We are talking about our favorite noodles and pasta dishes. Onigiri is so good. I agree. Udon, yes. I love them. Look at that thick noodle. Noodle. Erin make ramen using lasagna noodles. Lasagna. No. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, Dumpster Bunny. No. Oh, gnocchi. That's how my family says it. It's G-N-O. Here it is. Gnocchis. This is also a famous dish my grandmama likes to cook all the time. Gnocchis. It's just these really small, rather also kind of condensed noodles. Like look at them. They look like little caterpillars almost, like fat caterpillars. You cook them up. We don't use tomato sauce for ours. We use the garlic and herb version. I did not come out here expecting to give you guys a culture lesson in my family, but I guess we are. I guess we are today. There's a Japanese market in the next town over that has pre-made onigiri, and I love the seaweed filling. Sometimes they do so good. Also, you know, if you can get dried seaweed, you know, those dried seaweed packets that you might see in like general stores. You could just throw them in your soups and they're perfectly normal again. They are rehydrated while in a soup. That's what I do. It's easier to find the dried seaweed in general than to try to go find like non-dried seaweed. I'm trying to see what else. Spinach! Spinach gnocchi recipe. Interesting. How long does it take to get there? That is a good point. I love getting bento boxes with some miso soup. I'm particular when it comes to miso soup, but not the tofu used. Fair enough, yeah. I love those seaweed snacks. The seaweed snackies, if they are like sea salt seaweed snackies, amazing. Gorgonzola. Oh, is this the official word? Yeah, okay. I think this is how my grandmama cooks them. 30 minutes? That's not so bad. I am kind of surprised about the time it takes to travel in towns and go to other parts of the city. Because it doesn't feel like it's that fast. And when you look at 30 minutes, you're like, oh, that's kind of a long time. But travel time? Not really. I don't know. This looks so good. Okay, but this would go so hard with like cream and mushroom soup. TBH, it goes so good though. Only gorgonzola I know is the one chowder. Ah, yeah. The rat boy? The rat boy? Oh! So yeah. You all watched Chowder back then too? Chowder was a heck of a interesting cartoon, wasn't it? Putting it mildly. Tippy. I never really think about the small meals that seem so small to me having to be explained to a general populace. Because it's just like something we always do, you know? But when they mention very specific types of things in games, I go, oh yeah, huh, that's right, I do that too. Now then, I would love to see Moon's Wars. I'm not saying that word in action. So would I, actually. Me? Goodness, I certainly hope I can live up to your expectations. He just throws his hand into the water! Here, my catch.
I'm telling you, chat, for any Vorka's, camp,
You always have to be paired with one of the leeches. You might actually get to eat really good. Cheat is fake AF. You caught two at once. You can't even see any crabs in the water. Crabs favor rocky terrain. If you pay attention to the way the waves move, you can roughly gauge where they are. Okay, but that is so true. That is true. Still, catching two in an instant shows remarkable swiftness. Mary, would you care to try? There's one right over there. Uh-oh.
listen, just because I know where crabs might be does not mean I am actually adept at picking them up. There's a difference.
There is a difference. I am actually not a fan of crab. It's okay. Just not the biggest fan.
Come here, you! I'll try. I did it! Chad, I did it! I can pick up a crabby!
You succeeded on your first try. Perhaps you have a gift for crab catching. Would you care to try for something larger sometimes?
Fishy? Man, I'ma get a crab! Just you wait and see! Oh, there's one hiding behind that rock. I'll jump in with my paw real quick and... Uh-oh. Grim, what'd you do? Grim? See, this is why I don't want to go catching crabs. That's exactly why.
Yeah.
It pinched me!
Oh la la, are you alright, Monzor Peluche? I do not know what that says.
Oh, well,
I technically still caught it.
Hello, I like money.
poor Grim.
Me if I try catching a crab. I got a dollar bill! Come here!
See if it's Mr. Krabs.
Maybe you'll succeed. Oh wait, did I read that? I don't think I did. Masterfully done, Grim. Using yourself as bait is a truly unique method of catching one. I'll bring your haul to the chef. Thank you.
Meow! Can't wait to have me a giant crab feast dinner.
It is the worst. Lobster is a lot worse. Good luck. I will never touch a lobster. Nope. Have you guys ever seen lobsters in those like fish tanks in restaurants? Do lobster and crab taste the same? I can't even describe how they taste different. But they do. They do taste different. There is a difference. I'm trying to think of it. If anybody else in chat can think of like to describe. I guess I could try to search it up. Maybe they have a definition. How do lobster and crab taste differently? Because I just don't. Yeah, no, the texture for sure. Yeah, so they say here, lobster is generally richer, firmer, and more buttery, with a robust, sweet flavor. Crab is even sweeter, more delicate, and flaky. There you go. Yeah, their meat themselves is generally different. Lobster is a lot firmer. Called the roach of the sea? Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of them. Have you ever seen what they look like when they molt? Oh, ew, ugly little naked things. Listen. If you've ever seen that episode from SpongeBob when Mr. Krabs molted, that's so funny. It's so funny looking. And my bugs are like little crawfish. Mother, could you arrange 4 boats for us to practice with? Certainly, I don't mind. But could you give me some time to get the boats out of the storage and bring them to the wharf? Of course, we'll take in the sights of Ultramarine City in the meantime. That's a lovely idea. I'll book you a carriage. Thank you. A carriage? There's no way you guys are confused about a carriage in this area. Yes, sightseeing tours by carriage are quite popular here. Given the city's location on thin stretches of land along the coastline, roads can get quite narrow and winding. It isn't exactly automobile friendly, so sightseeing with carriages instead has become more the fashion. So it's geographical constraints. Carriages are a fine fit to Ultramarine City's beautiful scenery. Agreed, they're practical, and the ones here have a distinctive local design. The area's leisurely atmosphere may be the reason behind its popularity as a vacations resort. I still want to see a seahorse up close IRL, right? I want to go deep sea diving one day. Well, not like deep sea, but you know. I want to go see a coral reef that's not dying. A beautiful, flourishing coral reef. Thank you. And, by the way, I am a big believer if anyone here buys any, like, drinks in plastic containers, alright, like, you know, if you get bottled drinks, okay, they'll probably come in these little plastic circles that are all attached to each other. Cut those up before you trash them. Help your local ocean wildlife. Thank you. Very little. They're IRL. No, you're right. You're right. Seahorses are very, very delicate creatures, and they're very interesting creatures. Indeed. They're very tiny. They're cute. There are 2 carriages approaching. All aboard when you're ready. 4-wheeled carriages drawn by a single horse. I suppose 2 were booked since we can't all fit in one. I believe our tour is starting. We'll see you soon, Mother. Do take care. See you soon, everyone. All right, giddy up. Yay, tour time! Huh? Please always give the ones we raid the basic of decent respect. And I hope to see everyone tomorrow. I'm doing more Christmas shopping tomorrow, so I don't know if I'm going to survive it. And if I do, we will be playing some Wuthering Waves. But I hope to see everyone again. And for those of you who I didn't see today, I hope I see you then. Stop dodging me. I see you. I see you. I know where you go. And it's to my stream. That's where you should be going.
Teehee. Alright, everyone. Bye bye.